What's up? What's up? What's up? We are live, y'all. Woo! Hey. I got my main man right here. What I told him, I didn't tell him you were going to be here. I told him we're going to have a special surprise guest that's going to really share with us and elevate our game as it relates to attraction. So you guys have seen him before. We got Artemis Prime in the house. My man Artemis Kasane. What's up, Artemis?
Awesome. What's up, agents? It's so good to see you here. I am in awe of this man in eXp, like 40 agents in how many months?
Yeah, we're at 43 right now.
43.
And it's taken 8.5 months.
Yeah, so that's incredible. Like that level of enrollment and attraction. And in today's training, we're going to be talking about what it takes to be a leader in eXp. Like, how do you create loyalty? How do you bring the agents in? They're going to help you build teams and build true residual income. You know, there's two paradigm shifts that every agent's going to make when they come into eXp.
Yeah, hold that thought. So I want you guys to be commenting. Let us know that you're there. Let us also know that you can hear us. We got a different rig set up today because we're actually standing. You know, a lot of times when I do these, I'm actually sitting down, hanging out with you guys. Yeah. So we're standing today just to keep that energy flow going, right? Yes. And actually the reason, you're holding your thought, right, Artemis?
I got it.
The reason I wanted to bring this to you guys is because so many of our masters have been attracted. Mm-hmm. They've been bringing them on board. You know, we've got them bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, and more. And so you guys have been asking me. I got a guy out of Seattle that's going nuts with the opportunity of attracting people, and they want more training around this whole concept of being a leader. Really, it's all about being a leader, because I hear people when they come to me, they're like, well, I really don't want to get into recruiting, but it's not really, it's leadership. Yeah. This brings your whole leadership game up.
It's a way to bless people with this amazing organization and the opportunity so that you can create health, wealth, happiness, 7 levels down. Yeah. This is the gift that keeps on giving when you overcome the blocks of, oh, this is sales here, this is too much recruiting, or I have to manipulate people. Like, no, you get to lead with vision and purpose. We're going to be talking about your vision. Yeah.
Let me know if you guys can hear. I'm actually going to be checking. I'm not checking my text messages.
Yeah, they can hear us.
They can hear us? Okay, good. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to refresh.
Welcome, Patty Lynn. Welcome, Mina. It's great to have you on the live stream. I'm so lit up about this material because I've been living and practicing these teachings I'm sharing with you today. I'm in another affiliate marketing company, and I brought in 200 affiliates in the first 2 months with my boy Matthew Lehman. Yeah, and I brought in over 1,000. 200 affiliates. Yeah, 200 affiliates in how long? In 2 months. In 2 months. So that's the equivalent of bringing in 50 agents in eXp in 2 months. Yeah, so Matthew and I did in 2 months what took Knolly 8 months. Yeah, and then now I have 900 affiliates in my organization. It's growing 50 to 70 a month. Wow. In 2 countries. So how did I do that? Like, it wasn't just what I knew. It wasn't just the systems I built. There was a secret spiritual power that we're going to teach you how to access the spiritual power.
Tap into. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's 2 paradigms. You know, I'm not a real estate agent, but this has been my student, my brother, my mentor. Like, I'm his health coach. He's my business coach. Right.
And so that's been for years.
Yeah, for 3 years. Yeah. So I've been looking at Knolly and looking at real estate from the outside in, and I can now see where a lot of the blocks are. Right. You know. Yeah. And eXp is a paradigm shift for every agent. I mean, I know you're watching right now. When you first saw eXp, you were like, "What?" You know, like, why would I join eXp? Yeah. Like, I already have this broker. I already have this system in place. You couldn't even see what was available to you until Knolly showed you a video. Yeah. And the video so the first paradigm shift is to leave where you are, your comfort zone, and get into eXp. And then you realize the second paradigm shift, which is, I can make residual income as a real estate agent. What? What'd you say? You know, like, residual income? You mean I can make money while I sleep? Yeah. If I just build a team over the next, remember, this is a long game. For those of you who want to be leaders in eXp, this is not a 1 month game. This is a 2 to 3 year game. Yeah. That if you do what we're talking about. I got a 10-year strategy. Yes. We won't overwhelm them with that. No. But like you said, 1, 2, or 3, just put your nose down and dig in for 3 years. 3 years. 3 solid years. And you can get paid for the rest of your life. Whew. Like, literally, they call this the 4-year career. And the fact that real estate agents can. The 4-year career. Tell me about that. I like that one, boy. That's a book by Richard Bliss Brooke. And so with network marketing, affiliate marketing, and real estate coming together, you got to make some decisions. And the first decision is to commit to 2 to 3 years of solid enrollment, sharing, building your team. And yet none of this is intuitive.
Okay.
And you're going to bring up all kinds of fear.
Yeah.
Fear of being seen, fear of criticism by other agents.
Yeah.
The fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's succeeding more than me, so I'm just going to give up.
Right.
You know?
I got you.
And so you're going to have to overcome these fears. You need, like, leaders to become a leader in eXp. That second paradigm shift is big.
Yeah. Before we get to the second paradigm shift, I want to go back to your story.
Yeah.
So when I met you, you weren't part of that affiliate marketing company.
No.
You had been doing health and wellness for
18 years.
18 years. Yeah. And you had been part of a movement to help people to heal from all kinds of,
illnesses, diseases.
Yeah, diseases, as they so call. And so, but when you saw the opportunity, it was too good to pass up.
Yeah.
But then you grew. That's huge. You gained 200 people
in 2 months.
In 2 months. Now think about it. When you gained those people, did they have knowledge of the product?
About an hour's worth.
An hour's worth.
Yeah.
Okay, but before that, were they already immersed in the product? Did they know anything about it? Okay.
No.
So at eXp, we're hacking, if you will, real estate. It's the same stuff we do every day.
Absolutely.
We go out, we buy, we sell, we engage with clients. And at eXp, you're doing the same things, but you're getting rewarded. So you had to actually educate 200 people on something brand new, completely foreign.
Absolutely.
They knew nothing about that industry.
Yes.
Right? Then, as you gained the bigger group, so those 200 brought on more people. Is that how it grew?
Yeah. So what we did is we did a live event every week. And we were doing 3-way calls.
Oh, kind of like we're doing.
Live event, video, workshop, house presentation, meeting, coffee shop. Like it's grassroots, belly to belly. And then in between those live events, we were doing calls. We were doing what we call launch calls, 20, 25-minute calls.
Okay.
Sharing the product we were sharing is a liposomal hemp oil.
Absolutely.
This one's called Recept.
Yeah.
So this product is anti-inflammatory, helps with sleep, clarity, recall, retention, cognitive function. It just improves our ability to achieve our highest potential as a human. And the product worked, but we had to make a commitment, and we were doing a powerful marketing strategy, which is an event every week, calls in between for 2 months.
Yeah.
And we were a little tired at the end of it, but we made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And we learned what to do and what not to do. From those 2 months of recruiting and enrollment, I created a quick start guide that duplicated all the things we did. And then from that quick start guide, I created an academy, Mentorship Masters. And now I have a quick start guide and academy, and my teams, my leaders are now sharing this amazing hemp oil with the world using the system that I built.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it's called duplication.
Yeah.
And replication.
And replication.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so where you were, so you said the paradigm shift, there's multiple paradigm shifts happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And so remember, for those of you who want to build residual income, like Knolly said, your sponsor's making $20K a month.
Yeah.
Residual income.
Residual income.
That's not cutting deals.
No deal.
That's $25K a month.
Yeah.
How many of you watching would like
and
to have
not only that, but it's a legacy that he can leave to his wife. And
Sure.
should he leave this realm?
Yeah.
And now guess what? It's only going to grow.
I know.
The 20,000 a month today is going to be 25 tomorrow, 30, 40, even if he doesn't attract another person.
And that's duplication plus replication.
Yeah. eXp is growing by over 1,000 agents a month right now. 1,000 a month. Fastest growing real estate company in the history of the world.
Of course, because the incentive is so amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Once you really rock it.
Absolutely.
Better get to work.
Yeah.
No, cancel clip. No fear of missing out. All right.
Yeah.
So awesome. Let's see what people are saying here.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Welcome, Sam Silver.
Oh, we're getting lots of hearts, y'all.
All right. Mina says, I want that too. I know, girl, like you all deserve this, but there's a shift you need to make.
Judy says, I love that. She's ready. And here's the thing. I'm going to let Artemis get the stage because with both of us, well, we both have about 3 hours of content.
We do.
But here's the thing. It all boils down to mindset.
Yes.
People always ask me, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? And I'm like, you got to get your mind right.
Yes.
When your mind is right, I just flew down. I flew to Birmingham, Alabama, and I did a seminar for another eXp agent who is not in my downline. Okay, not in my downline.
That's good.
So I don't have any
financial benefit.
No financial benefit, no foreseeable benefit. And I was asked the question, why in the world would you fly out on your own dime? Because I used my points. I didn't charge her a dime for my airfare.
Yeah.
and go do this event. 160 people signed up for it. We got all these people, and it's going to benefit her down the line. Well, here's the cool part about it. And I don't want to jump the gun on you, Artemis. I'm going to shut up after this.
Go ahead.
But what I've been learning over the last several years working with you is that the reward system that God has set up in the universe is not linear.
Yeah.
You know, it's not an A plus B equals C as we all sometimes are taught in school.
Yeah.
But it's really, I look at it as effervescence. So if I do this over here, the universe has to unlock something for me over there.
Yeah.
Now, it's not that I'm doing it for that, right? I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart.
Yeah.
But I know how it works. So if I do this over here and help her gain 5, 6, however many agents signed up, you know, from that event, then the universe has to unlock, God has to unlock something over here, right? And that's going to gain me 6 or 10 or sometimes even more than that, you know, in return. So it's don't get stuck on the how. It's an unlocking of the mind. That's why I got this guy right here. So.
Yeah. I've done about 3 years of coaching in LA, and we started with, you know, cleaning the body, empowering the mind, going back to the basics. And so for those of you who have blocks, you aren't getting the money, the agents, and the leaders that you desire, you might do some coaching with me.
Yeah.
And really help you remove the blocks in the subconscious. Because here's the thing. You don't attract what you do, you attract who you are. You don't attract what you do, you attract who you are. And to be a leader, you have to change who you am, who you are.
Exactly.
Not only what you're doing. You can do all the right activities, but if you're not changing how you feel about recruiting, enrollment, vision, and purpose, if you're not bringing that into your game, you could be pushing away those amazing agents that'll come in and open up your organization. So there's 3 things I want you to write down. If you're taking notes, write this down. Leaders know the way, leaders show the way, and leaders go the way. So when Matthew and I were building...
Hold on, let him write that down. Yeah. Say it again.
Leaders know the way, leaders show the way, and leaders go the way. First, you have to know eXp. You need to know how to communicate it. You need to know the way. You need to know how to plug people in easily and effortlessly. It needs to be as simple and automated as possible. Remember, a confused customer will not buy. And so when you're bringing people into eXp, you need to know the way, and then you need to show the way. And that's going to be, you know, face-to-face meetings, live events, workshops, calls. You use grassroots belly-to-belly marketing, and then you're going to go the way by getting 4 agents in your organization.
I like that.
4 is a good goal.
Yeah.
In your first 30 days.
Ooh, a challenge.
4 agents in your first 30 days.
I'm going to have to bring you back up more often here.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you did it.
I did it. Yeah.
And how did Knolly do it? How has Knolly built 43 agents and it created such loyalty and created this amazing mentorship master group?
Yeah.
And it's first, he was doing those 3 things already when you jumped in. He was knowing the way, he was going the way, and he was showing the way.
Yeah.
And he also had vision and purpose. So write this down. I know my vision, and I'm powered by my purpose. I know my vision for my eXp business. I am powered by my purpose. And there's a quote in scripture that when there is no vision, the people will perish. Yeah. But he or she that keepeth the law, happy will they be. Vision is so important when you jump into eXp, because if you're coming in just in a hustle, just like, you know, going from deal to deal, agent to agent, without that clear vision, then fear is going to hold you back. But the vision of what you have, like Knolly is going to share with us his vision in a sec, but you want to be pulled by your vision, not pushed by your problems. So
that's powerful.
Pulled by your vision.
Pulled by your vision,
but not
pushed by your problems. Because so many people, agents that I've coached over the years, my mentorship masters group excluded.
Yeah.
they were really pushed by fear. It's like, man, I got to make this happen. I got to do this. My family thinks bad of me. I got to prove my dad wrong, or whatever it is, right? They're pushed by fear. But really on the opposite side of that is love, right?
Yeah.
When we're pulled by our
and purpose. Faith and trust.
Faith and trust. And love. Yeah. Coming from that springboard.
Yeah. Fear is faith returning. In scripture, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. The substance is the feeling, the evidence is the vision.
Ooh, I like that.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for. So you hope, you pray for a successful, long-term, sustainable business.
Yeah.
So you're going to bring feeling. And how do you access feeling? By looking at your vision and reading your vision every day until the fear is dissolved. And then purpose, powered by your purpose, is 3 questions. And let's go back to vision because we need to define what that vision is. So,
by the way, you're not even looking at your notes. You just know this stuff.
I embody this stuff.
Yeah,
I live this stuff.
You hear that? He says he embodies it.
I embody this stuff. Yeah.
Well, what does that mean? I embody it.
That means through repetition and study and contemplation and action, I've become what I'm teaching.
You become what you teach.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that hard?
No. Just follow this guy. Like, I'm here just to drop nuggets of gold from a fresh perspective. But everything I'm teaching you, leaders know the way, show the way, go the way. Vision and purpose. Knolly has this in spades, but I'm giving him a fresh perspective of how we can translate this as a system to your agents.
Right.
So you all can become great leaders.
Yeah.
Leadership is scary at first because you lack vision and purpose.
Oh, I ran from it for years.
Yeah. Once you understand your vision and you can see it, hear it, feel it, taste it, know it, understand it, your vision is literally given to you by God.
Yeah.
God is in your vision. Mm-hmm. For those of you right now, write down, where am I going to be in 10 years in eXp? Like, what's your 10-year vision?
Yeah.
You know, how many agents do you see on your level 1, and what are they doing?
Yeah. And
here's where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah.
So now that you understand vision, and we'll do another training on that later. There's more information about vision. The second thing is to know that I am powered by my purpose. Mm-hmm. So there's a great saying by Simon Sinek. Type in "start with why" on YouTube, mm-hmm. TED Talk, and learn about the psychology of sales, because when people are joining eXp, listen to me very carefully. They don't buy and become an agent by what you're doing. They buy by why you do it. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Yeah. And so your why is in your purpose. And so loyalty cannot be bought. You may have people come and go in eXp. I see it all the time in my business. This business right here with Prime My Body, we have about a 90% attrition rate. Now, it's a lower buy-in than eXp because they're making a higher, initial investment. But remember that loyalty comes through a clear and powerful vision and an empowered purpose. That you don't just follow Knolly because of what he's saying. You follow Knolly because of why you do it. Yeah. You do. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Yeah. And some of us, we're unclear on our vision, and we have not been able to articulate our purpose. Yeah. And these are very powerful ways to enroll and recruit people into your team, is because they're going to come into your business because they make an emotional connection.
Absolutely.
It's the emotional connection.
And our attrition rate has been extremely low. I was looking for my copy of Start With Why. Yeah. And it's on my other bookshelf. Yeah. But the attrition rate is like, it's not, you can't even calculate it.
Well, look at all the value you're giving them.
Yeah.
With Mentorship Masters. And here's the thing about purpose. Write these questions down. Who do I serve?
Who do I serve? Who do I serve?
Okay. Why do I serve my agents?
Why do I serve my agents?
Why are you doing this in eXp?
Yeah.
Some of you have not answered that yet. Why are you doing this? And how do you, as an agent in your community, provide exceptional value? What makes you different?
I like that one.
So who do you serve? Why do you serve? How do you provide exceptional value? So I'm going to share with you my vision in Prime My Body, because right now I have 900 affiliates. My vision is 100,000 in 20 countries.
100,000?
100,000 affiliates in 20 countries. Now, it's a different kind of business.
Yeah, let me take that.
I can do with 100,000 what you can do with 5,000.
Exactly. I agree.
Because eXp is a slightly different structure and leverage than what I'm doing in Prime My Body.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, the buy-in here is $300. The buy-in for eXp is...
But I saw you walk across stage a couple months ago. You got a big old check.
$20,000,
Yeah, $20,000 check for being top.
For being the top recruiter, yeah.
And top recruiter in the company. How many out of
I was
2,000 people?
Number 2 recruiter out of 80,000 people.
Out of 80,000. Hold on a minute. You're the number 2 out of 80,000.
80,000 affiliates.
80,000.
Yeah.
You're number 2.
And that's because I know the way. I show the way to my team, my level 1s, and I go the way.
Yeah.
The speed of the leader.
Your level 1s. I love how you said that.
My level 1s.
Because you show the way to your level 1s, and all the other levels underneath that are that level 1 has become a leader.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And that level 1 is leading his level 1.
Yes.
Right? And then that level 1 is leading that. So you really don't have to lead 100,000 people, do you?
You just lead about 20 level 1s.
Exactly.
And then duplicate, which is level 1s.
In your case, we're going to get you to 40.
Yeah.
Right?
But get 4 in 30 days.
Yeah, get 4.
Yeah.
Go out and get 4. Yeah.
So my vision for my Prime My Body business is to help 100,000 prosperous leaders, light workers, empower millions of mothers, fathers, families, professionals to renew the mind, cleanse and heal the body, and activate their purpose-driven life. I provide my leaders with the tools and technologies to heal and thrive at all levels of life. Now, what I just said is my purpose statement. When I'm meeting someone and I get to know them, I establish rapport, they hear that. Usually within the first hour.
Yeah.
I'm starting to, because I don't want to bring people in who don't align with my values.
Right.
Everything I just share with you, mothers, fathers, families, professionals, renewing the mind, healing the body, purpose-driven life. Those are my values. And so your purpose statement shares what makes you unique as an agent and what you value in your gift of eXp to the agents you're speaking with. Because not every agent you share this with is someone you want to work with. You don't want to work with everybody in your community. You want to bring in the right agents in your level one, and they're going to hear and feel those values in your purpose statement. Who do you serve? Mothers, fathers, families for me. Why do you serve? To help them renew the mind, cleanse the body, activate their purpose. And what makes me unique? Like, what makes Knolly unique in eXp is his experience and the systems that you brought into the business.
Yeah.
You have a certain amount of acumen, education, and automation that these agents can just be so blessed by. You also have a strong connection to God and spirit.
Absolutely.
And so you bring the faith-based teachings, which I love so much. And so that's what makes Knolly. Every one of you have that too. Don't think that Knolly is like, some great guy on a pedestal. Every one of you has something that makes you unique, and you want to develop a purpose statement. It's kind of like a mission statement where you as you start to connect with people in your community and bring new agents in, they're going to feel that purpose statement. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And when they come in aligned with your purpose, they already come in aligned with your values. Because if you bring people in that aren't aligned with your values, they're going to piss you off, they're going to frustrate you, they're going to quit. But if you bring people in who are aligned,
and they're going to be a frustration to work with.
Exactly, they're not going to be fun to work with. So
we want to have fun. This is about having fun, y'all.
Yeah, this is about sharing one of the most amazing business opportunities in real estate.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm not even a real estate agent, and I know that.
And you get excited about it. Artemis has been contemplating getting his license just so he can join.
I should join. Boy, if I got a real estate license, watch out.
It'd be nuts.
Yeah.
People say, well, I don't have enough experience. I can get Artemis's license. And because mindset, it's my
mindset, yeah.
And he could totally go out and wing it and really not.
I'd be bringing in 3 agents a month.
Exactly.
Easy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not even doing deals.
It's not hard to do, and a lot of times people say, well, it's because you're Knolly Williams. Well, you know, Artemis, that I was born an introvert.
Yeah.
Right? You know that.
Yeah, very, behind the desk, behind the computer, building
spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
And look at us now.
Don't put a camera in front of my face, because I'm not going. I don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
That was me for years and years.
That's why he has cowboy hat.
Yeah, and it's still I still have it, and even the mustache.
Just hold back a little bit.
It's a little bit kind of like it's a whole science behind that. But part of the reason I wear a mustache and wear a hat is to not be seen.
Yeah.
But I'm able to overcome that because there's a greater purpose that God has given me.
Absolutely.
And it's like, look, am I going to let the little me control me, or am I going to let the big me shine?
So what was your vision when you Knolly did his due diligence? He looked at eXp for 2 months.
Yeah.
He studied this
100 days. 100 days.
Yeah. Inside and out.
Yeah.
And so when you jumped in and said yes, tell me your vision.
Oh, when I finally got it.
Yeah, when I finally got it, what's your vision?
Because honestly, at first, Artemis, it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't understand the numbers. Didn't make sense. I didn't understand revenue share, because at my old company, we'd all been taught profit share, which you can never figure that out. Because it was just
you don't have to understand the compensation plan. You can earn what you learn.
Yeah, but this was so simple that I couldn't understand it.
Yeah,
I was like, really? Like, this is how it works? But when I finally got it, when I did all the due diligence, talked to dozens of people, researched just like many of you guys have done, watched all the videos and all that, and finally said, you know what, this. And I like to tell my people, I've done the research for you, so you don't have to take that long. Think on it a few days and let's go.
Totally, yeah, just jump in.
So then when I did join, I had a vision. My vision was to beat Brent Gove's. My original vision was to beat Brent Gove's record, because I heard Brent Gove on a video saying that he got 40 people in 8 months. Took him 8 months to get 40. And they said that nobody had done that before.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna beat that. I didn't beat it. I didn't beat it.
It took me
close. It took me 8.5 months.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that God reserved for Brent. Now there are some people that have beat it, that beat it. But that was my initial goal. It was like, okay, get my 40. But then as I started meditating and praying on it, sometimes what'll happen when you have an initial goal and God gets a hold of that and he starts to look, he kind of laughed at it. He was like, man, it was kind of funny to him. So then I said, you know what? My vision is to what I see. And a lot of times the vision is not a goal. Like it used to be that I would teach people goals, write down your goals, right? And you should still do that if you're not quite ready for that next level. Okay. The next level is you don't even necessarily have a goal. You just see a vision. You see it.
And you feel it.
I feel it. Like I already have it.
Yeah. So clearly, what's your vision for eXp? Where do you see
Okay,
yourself
in 10 years, I see a group of 14,000 agents in our organization, in Mentorship Masters. Now, to do that, I'll probably have about 100 on my first line.
Yeah, 100 level ones.
Yeah, 100 level ones. But the organization, and we're going to be in Mexico. We're going to be in all throughout Canada.
Yes.
We're going to be in the UK, Australia. We're going to be in Africa. We're going to be all over the globe.
Yeah.
And the vision of eXp, just so you guys know, they unlocked the vision for us at our last event. By the way, we have an event coming up next week, and you guys should scrimp, or do whatever you have to do to be at that event, because big decisions are happen at the big events.
Yeah.
So we've got eXpCon next week, so you should be there. But at eXpCon, they unveiled the goal of the company. The vision of the company is 400,000 agents.
Nice.
400,000 agents.
America?
Not in America, but worldwide.
Globally. Okay.
So in America, we're going to have over 100,000. Okay, over 100,000 just in the U.S. So I'm like, my original goal, Artemis, and you can see it right here on this whiteboard. They can't see it, but you can see it. My original goal, look.
Let's just go ahead and turn the camera. This is Knolly's universe right here. Wow, that's a lot going on there.
Yeah, that's a lot going on.
Look at that.
This is how I live. So this was my original goal. Can they see it?
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah.
1,000 recruits to my organization. Okay, I wrote this back in January. 1,000. That goal has been supersized to 14,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14,000, because 1,000 we're just thinking too small. Okay.
Now, why am I having Knolly? Why am I having Knolly share his vision?
Yeah.
Is because
I didn't even know you were gonna do that. But
that's just
my vision is all over the place. I got vision over here and vision over there and vision over there.
Leaders know the way, show the way, and go the way. Some of you right now are just thinking about being a leader, and some of you already are a leader. And I'm giving you the powerful, energetic foundation, the spiritual psychology that you're going to cultivate in you. And yes, you're going to feel fear.
Yeah.
You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have people who say no. You're going to have people who judge and criticize you. You're going to have people who say yes and jump in and go all the way. But the people that say yes and go all the way, that's about 5-10%. Mm-hmm. And so how do you keep building your eXp organization when you hear all those no's and judgments and criticisms? It's not about the people. It's about the vision.
Absolutely.
It's about the feeling you have being completely financially free with $30,000 a month after month after month. Yeah. It's about the people you can help on your level 1 become leaders and build their vision and purpose and build and help this greater vision all come to fruition. Be pulled by your vision, not pushed by your problems, and then be powered by your purpose. Knolly, as a leader in eXp, already had this hooked up. I'm just giving you a new language for it.
Yeah.
So what I want all of you to do after this live stream is I want you to do some soul searching and write down, number 1, what is your vision? Where do you see yourself in 10 years in eXp? And make it big, outside your sweet spot. And then number 2, create a purpose statement. Create something that fires you up to go out and share eXp with other agents and get them out of the matrix. Yeah. Agents are actually doing an old paradigm that's about to die.
Absolutely.
And so this new paradigm called eXp, this is where the world is going.
This is where it's going. You know, my sponsor, Kevin Kaufman, and then his business partner, Fred Weaver, they just signed on I call it a company, but it's really a team. Yeah. And that team has 81 agents. Okay. In the last year, they sold 980 homes. Yeah. Okay. They just signed up that one person, and they're bringing 80 agents on board with that one thing. With that one, and these are the kind of things that can be manifested. Now, one of the things that you guys may not really see is the bigger vision of the financial opportunity. And that's one of the things that I like to surround myself with big thinkers in our organization, like Jay Kinder and Brent Gove and some of the other big earners, because the opportunity is really limitless.
Yeah.
You know? But my initial goal was I want to get to 20,000 a month. Then from that, I want to see 40,000 a month. Then I want to see 70,000 a month. Then I want to see 100,000 a month, and then it just grows beyond that.
Yeah, probably with 2,000 to 3,000 agents, you'll have close to what, 30 or 40.
With 1,000 agents,
yeah.
Okay, with 1,000 agents, you can generate about 50,000 a month.
Okay.
Okay, let's bump that up to 6,000 agents. Okay, 6,000. You're looking at about 600,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got, this is where Gene Frederick is as of today. He's probably far exceeded that, because the video I watched was probably about 4 or 5 months old. But what happens is, once your organization, even if you have, I'll give you an example. My sponsor, Kevin Kaufman, as of this writing, but as of this video, he has sponsored either him or Fred. I can't get their numbers mixed up, but he's got like 16 in his level 1. 16, okay? But his organization is just under 400. A lot of times, Artemis, people think that, I got to, recruit or attract all these people, and it's not really true. My goal is to have 3 conversations a day or 3 touches a day. The touch is like this: I touch 3 people. People are like, man, how are you getting all these people? I touch.
Yeah.
So my goal, I make 3 phone calls a day.
What keeps them consistently doing the action every day? Purpose and vision.
Purpose and vision.
Yeah, you're powered
purpose
by
and vision.
It's like you have the vision, and one way you can make the vision stick in your subconscious mind is put it on a whiteboard and put it in your office. So every day you're looking at it. So every day while Knolly walks in, he doesn't read everything you see here,
but there.
It's impressing upon his subconscious mind the power of vision and purpose.
Absolutely.
And so some of you want to use these Jedi tricks, these Jedi skills of writing your vision, rewriting your vision, getting crystal clear where your vision is, getting it on a whiteboard, and then just
my whole wall was vision.
And just set it and forget it. Just set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
And then 3 touches a day.
Absolutely.
It's like we teach our team 5 texts, 5 calls a day.
Yeah.
And
like yesterday, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I called 3 people, and just like you, I do the 2 hours a day of lead generation every single day. But I called 3 people. One of them, I set an appointment for a week after next. I'll probably fly out and meet with that person because it's kind of a big wig. The other one hadn't called me back. Okay, just left a nice message. And then the third one, I think voicemail was full, but I made my 3, I read, and they could see that I called them. You know what I'm saying? So then tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing. Now I have other mechanisms at work, but that comes, when you have a vision, you don't have to think of what am I going to do, right?
Yeah.
Because it just starts to come. Hey, right now what you can do is send such and such a text. That little thing will pop up in your head. You say, okay, well, let me do that. Then when you do that, the next thing will come up. It's step by step. And a lot of agents that I found that I coach in a real estate career, what I would do is on my team, there was one guy in particular, I would give him a plate of food. He'd get mashed potatoes, peas, a big old, piece of trout, ribeye, whatever. And I plate it up real pretty, put everything on it, and I'd serve it to him. Okay. And of course, the plate of food is knowledge. I give him all the knowledge and eat this plate. Okay. He would taste the peas, take a nibble on the mashed potatoes, didn't even touch the fish, and then he'd come back, hey, what else can I do? I'm like, dude, finish the plate you got in front of you. When you finish that plate, you get seconds.
Yeah.
That's when you get seconds.
Yeah.
Man, come on. The way we were raised, you're not going to pass somebody a full plate, talk about I want seconds. You got to finish that food.
Yeah.
Then you get seconds. That's what entitles you. That's what unlocks your opportunity, your potential to have seconds.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how the spirit realm works. I've learned it. The Holy Spirit will prompt me, call this person. And then I'm like, man, I don't want to call that person. I don't think they're ready yet.
Yeah.
Tell me what else I can do. Well, I already told you something to do. So until you do that, you're not going to get the next instruction. See what I'm saying? And that's how it's been working for me, guys. It's one day at a time, one step at a time, one contact at a time. That's it.
Yeah, and I like it. Define your vision, 3 touch points a day for 30 days, and you will convert agents just by the numbers.
If you do 3 touches a day, okay, and you work, 22 day work week, not counting nights, not counting weekends, 22 days, that's 60 some touches.
Yeah.
That's 66 touches.
So for those of you still watching, because we're going to do this for about an hour or 45 minutes.
We've been that long? Are there any questions you guys have?
I know we're on a roll here.
Yeah.
So I challenge you also to do some three-way calls with Knolly. If you have agents that are coming in to eXp, but they're just on the fence, they've got some overwhelm in their life. They've got fear about joining because they don't want to leave their broker or whatever. And get on a phone with Knolly. It's like, hey, stop trying to sell them eXp and say, how about we jump on a call with my mentor Knolly? Knolly's done over 1,000 deals in his career.
He's a best-selling author.
He's a best-selling author. So edify Knolly Williams. So stop making it about eXp and start making it about, hey, let's jump on a call with my friend Knolly who can answer your questions. Because you may not have the belief yet, you may not have the acumen that Knolly does, but you get Knolly on a phone, and here's the value of a three-way call as you recruit and enroll people in eXp, is that it takes the pressure off you and it puts it on Knolly, and now Knolly becomes a third party to help this person answer his questions, overcome his objections. And it's going to take anywhere from 7 to 10 touch points to join. So three-way calls are going to be a really important tool over the next, year of building this business, because you reach upline and you leverage their belief and their experience and knowledge, and you get them on the freaking phone. I want all of you to be lighting up this man's phone in the next 30 days and saying, hey, I've got a person that you need to talk to. Because this person is on the fence and he just needs a little Knolly Williams fire. And get on the phone with your upline. And this is not intuitive. Like, I'm really feeling in your organization, I'm feeling three-way calls are going to be a valuable tool. Because getting 3 people on the phone is leverage. Getting Knolly's life experience and wisdom is leverage.
And eventually, as they grow and they start building a bigger organization, I can fly out to your city and do an event. And guess what? Everybody comes to the event. Whoever wants to enroll goes under you.
Absolutely. And they get access to Mentorship Masters.
All of them.
And the system is the solution. Like the way you are also blessed by having this manager sponsor.
So, a lot of people don't realize the whole Mentorship Masters thing. So, because David Speedy, we were on a call last week, and he was bringing someone on, and he said, "Oh, so they get Mentorship Masters too?" I was like, "Yeah." And anybody that they bring on gets Mentorship Masters, and anybody that they bring on that brings on someone else gets Mentorship Masters.
A world-class training system that increases duplication.
If we have 14,000 people in the organization, all of them are going to get Mentorship Masters. Okay.
And the training.
Now you're going to be their mentor. They'll be in your level 1, so you're like I am. If you're in my level 1, I'm this way to you, and so I'm training you to be a leader. All you have to do is duplicate what I do, right? And so we got a couple questions coming in, and a lot of these, most of the questions that you have, guys, are gonna be centered around self-limiting beliefs. So Mina mentioned one. The kickback I get, eXp is an MLM. No thanks. eXp stock is hollow. And by the way, the hollow stock, outdated, old. So that just means, Mina, that you really need to bone up and understand more about eXp. eXp started off as a penny stock, and it was traded for 15, 16, 20 cents, 75 cents a share. Now eXp is on NASDAQ. So the hollow stock is gone. That we eliminated that question like a year, 18 months ago. But it still lingers because the company's been around 10 years. eXp is like Open Door. We will be out of business with the salesman pitches. So let's talk about
really easy way to overcome those objections.
Okay, go ahead.
Now you do need to know the way. You need to know your product and know what you're sharing and enrolling people into. But it's more important to share your experience and story. People can argue about the facts all day long, because most of the facts aren't even true. But they can never argue with your story.
Absolutely.
So remember, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And if they don't have that emotional connection with you and they're still trying to argue with you, let them go. You don't need to convince anybody to join eXp. What do? Is you share your purpose, you share your story, what it's done for you, and how Knolly's blessed you, and how the organization is blessing you, and how much time and money you're saving being a member. And when you start to share that emotion, people can argue with the facts all day long, but they'll never argue with your story. So I'm asking all of you to get a really powerful vision, purpose, and story, which is in your vision and purpose, and just keep sharing why you're a member, and then that'll overcome most objections. Now, for the introverts, for the people who like the details, you will need to take them to the computer and show them NASDAQ and show them the product and feed them information. But the extroverts, they don't care.
They don't really care.
Just tell your story.
And a lot of times people would just throw up object because I had every objection in the book.
Yeah.
When Kevin Kaufman approached me, I had heard every story about eXp you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had all those same questions, same objections. So I feel for people
yeah.
that are misinformed.
Yeah.
You know?
And you want to learn how to answer questions, overcome objections, and yet lead with your story first, and then say, okay, let's look at this objection here. But you don't need to address all the objections.
You don't.
Yeah.
Now here's a cool thing too. I'll just throw this out for Mina because she brought it up. That and by the way, a lot of times what we do is we project. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times what will happen is the objections that you're getting are there's something in your own subconscious mind that's projecting that out, and you're attracting that. Mm-hmm. Because I don't get that objection ever. Yeah. Like I mean, every now and then I'll hear somebody hint about it. Mm-hmm. But here's just so you know this, Mina, every single real estate company in America, okay, is an MLM. Okay, I don't know if they really know this. Yeah. But every single company, you can write this down. Every single real estate company in North America is a multi-level marketing company. Yeah. It's an MLM. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the only difference is it all trickles up. So every single company, every franchise, let me put it that way, every franchise at least, maybe not the mom and pops, but the franchises start off with some corporation, and then they've got regional directors, and then they've got owners.
It's a multi-level.
And then they've got owners, and then they've got brokers under that, and then under the brokers they've got agents. Mm-hmm. Okay,
that's four levels.
Yeah, it's just that the money trickles up. Whose pockets are lined when a real estate deal? If they got me on a 60-40 split or 70-30, whose pockets are getting lined? It's going to be the team leaders. It's going to be the OPs, the operating principals, or the owners of the market center, or the owners of the company. It's just that the money flows up to the top. With eXp, all we're doing is saying the money flows to the agent instead of flowing to quote unquote leadership. So all we did was we took it instead of it being an upside down triangle, we just right sided it. Okay, and but there's still going to be multiple levels of people getting paid at any real estate company. It's just, you're not going to get paid. That's the only difference.
Yeah. And when people throw out that MLM thing, it's usually because they were burned or someone in their family was burned, and they've got a bad taste in their mouth with MLM. So you just ask them the question, so what do you mean by MLM? You know, don't try to argue that this is an MLM or not an MLM. Just ask them, what do you mean by that?
I love the structure of it, man.
Yeah. Like, why are you saying that? Yeah. And like I said, you don't need to convince people to join eXp. Your job is to share your vision, your purpose, and share why you're doing this, and they will either align with it, and if not, thank you, I love you, goodbye. Because it's a numbers game at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, and I guess I was one of those few people that was excited about the fact that it was an MLM, even though eXp doesn't necessarily call itself an MLM. That's how I see it. Yeah. And I was excited about it. I was like, what? I mean, you mean that now I can get paid on all these levels for
the work I'm already doing?
I'm already doing this work. I'm already on YouTube for free, mind you. You're not paying me a dime. I'm already sharing all my stuff with people. Mm-hmm. But you mean I can get paid to do this? Say it again. I want to hear that one more time. And then I started looking, I was like, sign me up. Mm-hmm. Sign me up. And that's why so many independent brokerages, these are people that understand business. So many coaches like myself, top trainers, authors, coaches, speakers, motivational speakers, and even public figures are joining eXp. You see them
left and right.
Yeah. And then big teams. Just look at the big teams and look at the brokerages. Why? Because the model makes sense.
Yeah. It's the future of real estate.
It's the future of real estate.
Yeah. So thank you for watching.
See if there's any other
I know we've been
questions.
here for a while. So before we wrap up and answer your questions, your homework is to write down your 10-year vision for eXp. Where do you want to be in 10 years? Write down your purpose statement. Who do you serve? Why do you serve? How do you provide them exceptional value? And then tune in for our next training where we're going to talk about the 4 deadly fears that are holding you back from your business and how to overcome those fears. There's so much more available to you all. Now I'm here to inspire you. My gift as a Blaze Genius is I go out and I blaze, I inspire. I get people to take action into something that's a little scary at first. And there's so much off the radar that God is going to bless you with when you define your vision and purpose, and then you just do repeatable, consistent actions every day. You don't need to know all of the how. Yeah. You don't need to understand all of the compensation. Just vision and purpose. Go out there and enroll 4 affiliates. And as you do this, you start to raise your belief in yourself.
Yeah.
Leaders know who they are. They know the way.
Yeah.
Leaders show the way. They show and share, and they go the way by becoming successful.
Yeah.
And so there's so much available to you off the radar that you will pull in the next 90 days by writing your vision, writing your purpose, and then learning how to be that in your recruiting and enrollment. Because you will attract it. Like I just
people don't like the word recruiting. You know,
it's the connotation. That's like maybe I have to be salesy or manipulative, or but
I know the U.S. military, they got recruiting officers. It's like, oh, I'm a recruiter. I'm like, okay, well, that everybody knows what you do.
Yeah.
You know, I like it.
Recruiting from your mind or ego is manipulation, but recruiting from your heart with vision and purpose is divine.
Yeah, you're sharing a valuable gift with people.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you not share that? Why would you hold that back? Now, whether they want it or not, it's up to them.
Yeah. Yeah. So get clear on your vision, clear on your purpose, speak your vision and purpose when it's appropriate in the conversations you're having with fellow agents, and to watch the response. Because I don't even have to say my vision sometimes. I'm just vibrating it. Mm-hmm. And Knolly's right. You don't get those objections. There's all kinds of objections I can get on CBD oil and my company.
I had objections about it. I was like, what is this CBD?
I don't get the objections. Maybe 5% of the time, because I come in with such authority and passion and vision that they want to buy from me because they believe what I believe.
I think that's a good point. Your energy carries the day, because when you explained it to me, I had objections in my head, but I don't think I ever articulated them. Because you came in with such power and authority of the product.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just sitting back getting educated, and I was like, man. And so what he did was he eradicated all objection. You handled every objection
by who I am,
by who you are.
Yeah, not what I was saying or doing. So for some of you may need to build that vibration, build that authority up through the vision, the purpose, and the actions you take in the business. Remember, because faith with works is life.
Yeah.
Faith without works is death.
Yeah.
So even as you define your vision, go out and build 4 level 1s or 10 level 1s.
Yeah.
Or 20.
Yeah. Let's stretch you. Stretch you.
Wherever you're at, go get 4 more.
Yeah, get 4.
I've signed up 2 affiliates in the past 2 days, and it was just become me taking action, just me going out and helping people, answering questions, solving problems. And
then you put that vibration out, and this is what really can sound kind of hokey pokey to some people, but I actually put the vibration out. I mean, this morning I went to the gym. I think Sam Silver said he's at the gym right now, tuning in from the gym. So I was at the gym this morning, and on my way to the gym, I'm throwing out the vibration of people, like who can I help, who can I serve. Who wants to take their game to the next level? Yeah. And I'm throwing that out to the angels. I'm throwing out to the Holy Spirit.
Absolutely.
And I'm allowing them to do the work, because that kind of work can be done. I mean, they could be already softening somebody's heart in Japan. That's going to be meeting me in 6 months from now when we open Japan. Yeah. They're going to be ripe and ready.
It's off the radar, guys.
Off the radar.
Knolly's pulling it in, and Knolly's fired up.
I'm excited.
I'm fired up.
Yeah.
We're here to fire you up. And how do you keep the fire lit? Vision and purpose and prayer every day. It's like repetition is the mother of perfection. Repetition is the rhythm of mastery. And so you need that spiritual practice every morning, and you need to have a clear vision. And it's not so much the vision in words, it's the feeling of your vision fulfilled.
Yeah.
Because we live in a feeling universe.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah, it's the feeling of your vision fulfilled. Because, you might get trapped in the how certain days, and that's okay. You can learn the how.
Yeah.
But make sure you start your day in your vision, and start your day in the feeling, in the prayer. God, show me who I can serve today.
Yeah,
God,
I like that.
God, teach me how to serve you today in my fullest joy, my greatest passion, and my deepest purpose with eXp.
Absolutely.
God, show me how I can serve you today. Let the universe and the laws of creation bring the top agents into your team. And what you're doing is you're just watering the soil every day. You're just building that vision and purpose.
I want to circle back around to something you said at the very beginning, that you have to know the product, or you have to understand.
Leaders know the way.
Leaders know the way.
They know the product.
Yeah. So essentially what Artemis is talking about is you got to get in there and you got to understand. You don't have to have a master's degree in eXp, but you got to understand what you're selling.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to understand it. So anybody comes to me with that, hey, it's a hollow stock. And Mina says, I don't even know what a hollow stock is. Well, do your research, do your due diligence, find out what people are saying and what are the objection handlers around that. Yeah. Because you owe it to yourself to know the truth about the company that you're with. Okay. And good, bad, and ugly. I got one right up there. What's it say, Artemis? Right there.
Good, bad, ugly.
Good, bad, and ugly, baby. I want to know everything because there's some bad stuff about eXp, right? And it's truth is true. There's some bad stuff about me. I ain't squeaky clean, y'all. Yeah. You go too far in my past, you may want not want. You don't go too far now.
Well, we learn from our mistakes.
We learn from our mistakes. Don't go to the Knolly before 18. It's funny because these younger people were talking about they just got into real estate and they've been in their early 20s or whatever, and they were like, how far does Facebook go back where people can search your pictures and everything? Well, it goes back to the day you got on Facebook. Thank God I wasn't into that party scene and all that when I got on Facebook. Yeah. But there's some real challenges that we all have kind of some weirdness, but the reality is what's out there now, who's the best game in town? That's all I want. People said I bled red because I was down with Keller Williams. My initials are KW. You know what I'm saying? It's God's honest truth. My initials is KW. Yeah, that's fine. And this guy was like, man, you weren't even drinking the Kool-Aid. You had an IV drip. I was like, yeah, I had an IV drip. Nobody could. When you talk to me about eXp, it wasn't just no. It was hell no. Yeah. I don't want nothing about it. I don't even want to hear the name eXp.
So if Knolly could join eXp from Keller Williams, you can go out and get 10 Knollys in the next.
I'm trying to tell you.
1 year.
Yeah. Seriously, in the next year.
In the next year, you could get 10 people like Knolly. Yeah. And how do you do that? Get them on a 3-way call. Because Knolly will tell a story. Because you won't even talk about eXp in the beginning. You'll just tell your story. And then as they hear that story, they're going to feel all their objections coming up. Yeah. And then, Knolly overcame them. And now look at Knolly. And by the way, when you join, you get Mentorship Masters. And we provide you training and systems. And I'll fly out and teach you and your teams. And it's like, how many brokers are going to do all that? Zero.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So there's just so much value here. But
we don't have to sell you, but the thing is, there is a right way to do this.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And you do need to know the product very well, and you also need to take action. And some of you are more extroverts, so the people connecting is going to feed your joy. Your joy and your flow is going to be going out and connecting with people. Some of you are more introverts, so introverts increase value by multiplication. Extroverts increase value by magnification. So some of you need to go out there and magnify and share eXp. Some of you need to come in and get behind the computer and making calls and multiply your success. And so, it's important to know your strengths and where you're strong at as you build this. And Knolly and I are attending a workshop this Saturday to kind of go do a deep dive.
We go to a lot of workshops together.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
3 of my favorite words when you have an objection is tell me more. So somebody comes to me and says, hey, I heard it's a hollow stock. Yeah. I've actually never heard that before, but if I kind of know what they're talking about because it used to be a penny stock, I'd say, tell me more. And then just let them talk. But it's so interesting how I like what Artemis is saying. Get them as quickly as you can on a 3-way call. It's like, hey, you know what? My mentor, he's a best-selling author. He wrote the book Success with Listings. It's a best-selling book.
Done over 1,000 deals.
He did over 1,000 deals his first 10 years. What would you say about getting on the phone with him? At the very least, you're going to learn some things that you'll be able to use in your business for the rest of your career. Guaranteed. They're going to learn some stuff in 30 minutes or 40 minutes with me that they're going to be able to use forever, whether they join us or not.
Yeah. So I think we'll wrap it up now.
We'll wrap it up, y'all. I don't think there's any other questions, but I wanted to do this. Let me see if there's any last. Sebastian says, Sabu says, recruiting from the heart equals recruiting a greater value in someone else's life. I like that. Sabu, leave it to Sabu to come up with the best quotes on this kind of stuff.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. So, So Mina says her life has been changed. There's no denying it. So, I think we'll wrap it up. I just wanted to kind of break in. We were doing this long 12-week training on lead generation. And when Artemis and I got together at another workshop last week, right? We felt like it was time because we're getting all these people that are starting to attract, and we want to make sure you guys are doing it the right way. Now, are we going to come back with another part of this, or what do you think?
Basically, once you define your vision and purpose, you know where you're going in eXp, then you're going to start encountering setbacks, blocks. And remember, you don't attract who you are. You don't attract what you are. You attract who you are. So what you do is backed by how you feel about yourself. Yeah. And every leader is a friend of their fear and lives on the edge. So
what does that mean?
Meaning
friend
that,
of your fear.
Meaning that most of you are running from fear, and fear is holding you back. When you can name a thing, you have power over that thing. So we're going to name the 4 most powerful fears and what they turn into.
Oh, on the next one.
On the next one.
Oh, we're leaving them hanging. I like that. Well,
yeah, this is what cliffhanger. So what are the 4 biggest fears that are holding you back from succeeding in eXp as a leader? Because remember, some of you are just coming in going, oh, now
forget about the whole recruiting thing.
Yeah.
Step up to the leadership game.
Exactly. Now, as a leader, you're going to be knowing the way, showing the way, going the way, and you're going to master and conquer every one of these fears.
Yeah.
And I'm in conscious language, which is one of my favorite modalities, fears, faith, returning, and then trust in oneself. So each one of these fears we're going to define transforms into something, and I'm going to give you some tools to transform these fears.
Yeah.
Because once you can master your fear and act by faith, live by faith, not by sight. This is all scriptural too. You just have to contemplate it and really understand, like, what is God saying? Faith is the substance of things hoped for. What is substance? Feeling. Already having and feeling that which you desire to be. Yeah. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. But fear is going to come up. And so what do we do when fear shows up? And some of you may be being held back by some of these fears right now. And I'm going to give you awareness and tools to transform these fears.
Okay. And we'll announce when that's going to be, because our schedule is so weird.
Whenever we meet next. And so if you like what you said, if you like what you heard about this, comment below.
Yeah. Comment. If you like this and you want more of this, we'll bring him back in.
Yeah.
Next week we'll be at eXpCon, so there's no call next week. And then I always call these calls. That's it's old school.
Video masterclasses.
Yeah, there'll be no roundtable.
Yeah.
Next week. But then after that, we'll see what's going to, we'll come back.
And also share this video with your level 1. Share this video with agents who are on your level 1, so they can get like some spiritual nuggets of gold. Yeah. Sharing this wisdom can really be very helpful. All right, love you guys. Thank you, Artemis, for doing this for us, brother. You're welcome. You are highly valued. Very valuable asset to our team. Yeah, I want to see this guy win. Yeah. This guy's going to win. We're going to all win together. Because I know when I help you, I'm helping 14,000. Absolutely. Agents. Absolutely. And so, like God's going to give me a blessing greater than I can contain if I just keep feeding and helping my leaders. And we can keep going on and on, but I just want to comment on that, because here's the opportunity that I think a lot of them don't see, Artemis, is that my vision is to have about 100 level 1s. Okay. I'm over 40 now, so I'm halfway there. But how am I going to get the 14,000? Through you. Duplication through you. And replication. Yeah, through you. So if you want to get your 100, I'm making it as easy as possible, because you got this great program, Mentorship Masters, that you can dangle on a carrot and let people know, hey, you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you're going to, and so we're really duplication and replication through you. That's a whole training in of itself. So they might as well benefit on this instead of being on the sidelines. I'd hate for anybody that watched this video 3 years from now be on the sidelines looking at the ones that have gotten their 10 or their 15 or their 20 and be like, man, I could have done that. There's no reason to be on the sidelines. Yeah. Let's get in the game, baby. Yeah. Go out and touch someone and bless someone today. We'll see you guys next time.